Martin Lewis has reflected on the death of his mother Susan Lewis from a horse riding accident when he was aged 11. The Good Morning Britain presenter, 49, called it the defining moment of his life on Tuesday's show, during a segment on the 1 Million Minutes campaign where charities seek volunteers to donate their time and connect with those who feel lonely. Lewis, from Manchester, lost his mum just before his 12th birthday, following a collision with a lorry while she was out horse riding with his sister. 1 in 30 children will lose a parent before the age of 18, I was one of those. It was the defining moment of my life, the money-saving expert said on the show. Lewis, whose mother has not been pictured, added that he is a patron of the charity Grief Encounter, one of the charities 1 Million Minutes is helping. Now in its 6th consecutive year, 2021's 1 Million Minutes initiative, which launched on the show on Wednesday 1 December, will roll out across the UK and is backed by a host of celebrity stunts and endorsements, plus the entire GMB family. The project, which asks viewers to pledge time rather than money, has so far seen over 250 million minutes since it began, donated to charities looking for volunteers to connect with those who feel alone. In June 2020, Lewis recalled how he didn't leave his house for 6 years after his mother's death. Speaking on BBC4's Desert Island Discs at the time, he told how his childhood ended that day and that he developed crippling anxiety, leaving him unable to leave the house as he couldn't cope with the thought of something else bad happening. He said, "My mum was there one day and she wasn't the next, and that was it. This was 1984 and you didn't have counseling. My childhood ended that day and I am still not over it." Revealing that he stayed home all the time except when attending school, he went on, "I never left the house, couldn't leave the house. Because I wasn't at home when it happened to my mum and I couldn't cope with the thought of leaving the house because something else could happen." The money guru, who is Jewish, told how he would pretend to be busy with religious events to avoid socializing with his peers outside of school. "It was very difficult because when all my friends from school were going to parties and meeting girls and things like that, which I'd have liked to do, I couldn't cope with it." He added, "It was a complete lie, I was a little boy. I was a little boy struggling to deal with something that nobody should be dealing with at that age." Lewis previously spoke of his grief in an interview on Loose Women where he admitted he found it difficult to open up about the ordeal for decades. "I am still now 35 years later deeply scarred," he told the panel. "It was a defining point in my life. It changed the way I act and behave. It was devastating. We didn't know what to do. It was the mid-80s, you didn't do that type of thing. My father, my sister and I were incredibly wounded for such a long time." Good Morning Britain airs weekdays from 6 a.m. on ITV and ITV Hub. Viewers can donate their time via a pledge button. For support in the UK, contact Crew's Bereavement Support on 0808 808 1677.